How many church service? One or two? I think two. This Sunday and the next one. So that when we come here, we'll still have the opportunity to enjoy the church service as we have been. So, choristers, please. Very, very special. We need that special man in our midst, talking about the Almighty God. And our special person who represents God with us here, and no other person to introduce, to give us the opening prayer than our chaplain, Reverend Asari Collins Lati. Shall we welcome Papa with a round of applause? On this note, Assis Admi is already on her feet. Shall we welcome her to also welcome our visitors on behalf of the entire school and the headmaster.
Good morning to you all. All protocols duly observed. We have in our midst this morning a group from GIMPA and Embassy, American Embassy, they are here to have a word with our students. The CEO of the school is not around with us at the moment, so I'll take this opportunity to welcome them to Oda Senior High School. We are grateful to see you here. And I hope the students will all listen attentively for whatever they have for you. Thank you. You are most welcome.
Guys, before I hand over to the leader, I'll first introduce the home team. Then the away team, when you also come, you introduce yourself to us. Then you carry on with whatever you have for us. Me standing here is a teacher here. My name, but if you say that, they will not know, unless you say it's a Modlo. So I'm a mathematics teacher, house master, and assistant senior house master. We have the man who prayed for us. He is the minister of God in the Presbyterian Church of Ghana, Reverend Asari Collins Lati. He is our dean of discipline in the school, and also a chaplain, a social studies teacher, and etc., etc. Shall we welcome Papa? Then we have our wonderful sister, Madam Bay, a tutor at the Home Economics Department. Oh man, let's see you. Then we have my own other sister, the former HOD for the Home Economics Department, Madam Oye. Madam, you are also welcome. I don't know I should call you a teacher or photo, but I will intersect it. Teacher photo. Mr. Bernard Ando. He is a house master and a language teacher in this school. We have our teacher here is one of our service personnel, then a host of other teachers here. Then I move to the high table. The big man just closer to me goes by the name Mr. Desen Abufa. He is assistant headmaster in charge of university. Just after him, the one looking so attentive, ready to listen to you with rapt attention, in fact, doing all sorts of consultations with your coming, asking where have you reached. No other person than the one in charge of academics, that is Mr. Michael Ahuru. And our mother, who just welcomed us, is also the assistant headmistress in charge of administration of this noble institution, Madam Laura Georgina Kofi. As Madam just rightly said, Master wished to be here because he was so happy that in the Eastern region, our school has been chosen. But you know, leaders and their duties and so on, and they have been called for So he asked his deputies to meet you. That is why you see all of them here. So on this note, I'll call your leader who also introduce you to us. Then, from there, you carry on. Shall we welcome them with a round of applause?
No sin. I didn't hear that. No sin. With some hands pushing out. No sin. All right, another round of applause for yourself. Thank you so much for having us. And we are so grateful, and we want to really apologize for coming late. We never expected that the road would be this sweet and so comfortable. And then it was nice journeying from Accra to this place. We really enjoyed the trip. So, as you can see us, Madam said you are from American Embassy. So, most of you are going to fly from today. You're getting your visas as soon as we leave here, before we leave here, right? Would you clap for that? I see, you all want to leave Ghana, right? That's Can you imagine? You want to leave Ghana? Where do you want to go? Where do you want to go? California. Where do you want to go? US. Where do you want to go? Canada. Where do you want to go? Thank you. Kanswa. I'm sorry. No visa to Kanswa, please. Anyway, thank you so much once again, and bosses, heads, leadership, we are so thankful for you having us.
An opportunity, which is the legacy project. When we speak about the legacy project, we're bringing down the leadership training, career guidance, mentorship, and entrepreneurship to secondary schools across Ghana. And out of the 20 schools that we are targeting, Oda Senior High is one of the schools selected, and the only school in the state. This project is going to be a continuous project because we'll be having a leadership club formed in the school, and continuously we'll be having engagement with students with possible opportunities as well as study abroad opportunities from the U.S.Embassy. So to start with, our purpose here today is to have an initial engagement with the student population to share with you some leadership traits as well as some mentorship skills and career guidance that we all need to know, something that will benefit us today and in the future. So I will call on all of us as students today to pay attention to whatever will be shared with us from our personnel, and we should take it into note and make good use of it. Thank you.
My name is Nicholas Kwame. I'm the Assistant Head of Academics for NAP Senior High Technical School. I teach economics and business management. So Mr. Ambassador said that go to the University of Education. I will beg to differ. I will suggest that you go to the University of Cape Coast because I'm an alumni of the University of Cape Coast. Awesome. All right, so I want to tell you about YALI. YALI stands for the Young African Leadership Initiative, and it was started by the U.S. government some time back to invest in African leaders. Now, about 65% of the African population is under the age of 35 years. So the US government thought it wise that why not invest in this age group of people who are under 35 years to help them become effective, sustainable leaders. Now the YALI program runs 3 programs. One is the Mandela Washington Fellowship, which happens in the US, and then the other is the YALI Network, and then the final one is what we call the YALI Regional Leadership Training Program, which happens for us at the West African Leadership Center, AGIMPA. So you'll be hosted at AGIMPA for a period of time, and you'll be trained and you'll be taken through the models of leadership training. We have 3 tracks currently. We have the Civic Leadership track, which I did. We have the Business and Entrepreneurship track, and then we have the Public Policy and Governance track. So those of you who want to be entrepreneurs, like Ambassador said, you want to start your own business, you want to do things for yourself, whether agric or whether to run an organization by yourself, then you're looking at what the Business and Entrepreneurship program. If you want to be a social impactor, a social change maker, impacting your community, impacting your social networks, then you're looking at the Civic Leadership track. And then the final track is what? Public Policy or Public Governance. So these are the people who influence policies or who go a long way to affect change in policy areas. All right. So for you to apply for the YALI training program, you have to be at least 18 years and at most 35 years. So if you're not 18 years yet, then it means you're not eligible. If you're above 35 years, I'm not sure anyone is above 35 years. Do you have anyone above 35? Hey, I'm hearing yes too. Anyways, so if you're above 35 years, then it means that you are not eligible to apply for the YALI training program. You run 2 cohorts or 2, models. One we call the online. So the online is for people who want to be part of the program, but then again, they are busy people or they are so engaged with their work such that they can't come to the leadership training center. So for them, their training will be done online, solely online for them. And then we have what we call the hybrid system. The hybrid system incorporates an online training program, and then the final part of the training will be an on-site training program where you'll be at GamePad for 3 weeks. And within that 3 weeks, you're going to connect with other people from other West African countries. So we have people from Sierra Leone, Cameroon, Togo, Burkina Faso, Nigeria, just to mention but few. So in a nutshell, this is all about the YALI training program. If you are interested, now, Mr. Ambassador said something. He said that with the leadership training clubs or the leadership clubs that we are going to form up in this, we are going to set up in the schools, we are going to connect you to what? Opportunities. There are opportunities for senior high school students as we speak currently. And then the age group is from 13 to 18. And I'm sure most of you are within this age group. So if you are within 13 to 18, then it means that you qualify to be part of what? Such a project. So thank you very much. Enjoy our sessions, and I wish you all the best.
Our own professor, Mr. Stanley Smith Aqua. Can you put your hands together for him? He is an entrepreneur and then an agri-business person. Okay, who are entrepreneurs? What do they cook? Like, yeah, it just means that they're what? He's a business person, right? An agripreneur. He is into agriculture and agribusiness. Is that okay? He is the incoming president of our group. So when Mr. Rufai leaves, he takes over. So can you put your hands together to tell him again? He's a big man, though he looks very skinny.
I don't like the way you guys have started. Haven't you eaten lunch? I understand. All right, but please, you see, we are coming from Accra. You know how the road is. Smooth, comfortable. It's not. So you know we've taken pains to come here because of you. Because we believe that whatever that we've been through, be it training, be it experiences that we have, if we impact them into you, you will be better than us. We want you to be better than us. That is why we are taking the pain to be here. Do you agree? Your parents have brought you to school to learn. Let me tell you something very, very sensitive. My father didn't go to senior high school, or we will call it SSS, but my father was able to put me through university. He sacrificed to put me there. Do you know the reason? Oh, I just said it. I can't hear you. For me to be better than him, so that I can take care of him. And yes. So appreciate your parents. Give them a hand of applause. Okay. Okay. So my mission here today is just to tell you a practical story when we talk about career guidance. Okay, when I was growing up, and I believe we all here have that thing. When I ask you now, you say you want to be a pilot, and this one will say you want to be a doctor, or you don't want to be a doctor. You want to be a doctor, but I can assure you that in 5 years' time it will change. Oh, am I lying? Hey, I'm lying. I'm not. Good. But you see, time, seasons, and circumstances happen to us. And it makes us what? Change our life course. All right? And so, when such things happen, don't be fixed. Okay? Don't feel like the world has come to an end for you. Okay? You are privileged to have us here to speak to you and even enlighten you for the journey what's ahead. Some of us didn't get this. Trust me. Some of us didn't get this opportunity. So I want you to pay very good attention, not just what I'm saying, but to what my other fellow leaders are also saying. When I was growing up, I wanted to be an engineer. Yes, I want to be an engineer. I want to join the Navy. Yeah, that was my dream. When I go to the university, I realized that it is not achievable because I didn't even study science when I was in the SS. I studied business. When I went to the university, I studied economics. I realized that there is no, or you can study business and go and be an engineer. You can't. Please, are you following? Please, are you following? I can't hear you from there. Please, are you following? The top there, are you following? Come along with me, all right? So put yourself in the story I'm saying, okay? Maybe you have a dream. Maybe you want to be something like an engineer, a pharmacist, a doctor, all of that. But as I said, there is a time in your life that things will change. I'm here to tell you that don't fret, okay? Don't be confused because we are giving you tips that these tips would help you. Are we okay? Right. Now, fast forward. I was in level 200 and I realized that when I finished university, there's nothing out there for me because I'm studying economics. And there are about 200,000 people that I'm going to compete with. My father is not a politician. I don't know any politician. I don't know any senior man anywhere to put me in a job. So what will I do? You see, it comes back to the you factor. Ambassador spoke about something. When your dormitory is dirty, who takes the initiative? I can't hear you. It is you, me or you. It's me or you. Uh-huh. When you come to the dining and you see that the food is not covered and house flies are on it, who takes the initiative to cover? Yes. That makes you a leader. A leader of what? Your life. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? If you don't take leadership of yourself, you will go astray. I want caress that if you don't take leadership of yourself, you will never succeed in life. I won't be soft with that at all. Because nobody can make you better unless you, true of us. So are you ready to take leadership of yourself? This boy squad, I can't hear anything. The boy squad here. Are you ready to take leadership of yourself? I can't hear you. Are you ready to take leadership of yourself? Nice one. Okay, so in the nutshell, I found myself to be in the bush, and there's so much money in the bush. Why? I now began to research what are the possibilities? What can I do? It is me factor. What can I do? What can I do? Then gradually, I found myself in a profession, which is the agricultural field. I didn't do agriculture, but I learned. I will travel. I will go to the field. I will observe. All right. And I can tell you for a fact, I have traveled so much just being able to identify myself as this is where I want to be. The whole story, or the long and short of it, is do not wait for people to mold your life. If you don't understand something, go to your parents. If your parents are not there, you have teachers. Go to them. They will help you. So when you are faced with challenge, you don't know what to do, you are confused, find someone and speak to. Now you have smartphones. Don't stop watching those things. Use it to do something good because you have good information there. Is that right? So promise yourself that you will be good to yourself and you will be the leader of yourself. Thank you.
How are you all? How are you all? You don't want to know how I am? Yeah, let's bring the old one. How are you all? You see, I'm not fine because I don't like the energy. And I'll only be fine if you make me fine. So I'll say hello for the last time. Hello. Good. So please and please, let's keep this energy. I'm not used to standing at one place. So the cameraman, I think you will have a lot of difficulty working with me. But I'm going to talk about self-reflection. When you say self-reflection, what comes to your mind? I'll come there. I'll give the mic to you. Because we are looking at you being yourself, right? Earlier, Mr. Smith talked about career guidance. He talked about who you have to be in future. He talked about being the bigger person in life, what you need to do to get to where you are. But will you get to where you are if you don't really know who you are? Knowing who you are starts from here. It started from yesterday. It starts from today, and it will continue till tomorrow. Am I making sense here? So you have to know who you are. That is why I'm coming around. I need just two people to tell me who they are. So let's say you walk out of the school and you meet Mr. Osai Educhum, the Minister of Education. And he asks you, who are you? What will you tell him? Please, who wants to read the introduction? Who wants to introduce yourself? I'm coming with the mic. I want a lady and a guy. You meet Mr. Yao Osai Edichum and he says, who are you? You are supposed to sell yourself to him in 30 seconds to make him like you. What will you say? Who is taking the mic from me? I should pick anyone. Okay. Oh, let's clap for her. Let's clap for her. Please, we couldn't hear you. Let's clap for her. Okay, I want a guy.
Mr. Yao Osai Educhum is asking the guys, who are you? How do you sell yourself to him? Oh, I can't go up there. Okay, let me stay here. I like your face.
I am Aleko Masini Oselas. I am proud to be in Oda School.
Thank you. You see, they've done well. They've done very well. But then all they said was their name, isn't it? If the minister lives here, will he remember your names? But let's say you meet the minister and tell him, I am Michelle Okran. That's the name I can remember. I'm a guy, I can't remember your name. Apologies. And then you begin to tell him some of the positive things about you, your strengths. I am good at ABCD. I am a hardworking student. I am a respectful student. Immediately you begin to share these values, you are capturing his attention, right? But if you tell him you are just a student, you say, okay, because there's nothing that sells you out. So that is why I'm here. Once you are seated here, intending to leave, some of you are in Form 3, intending to leave school, Form 2, going forward. Please, the question, who are you? It's not just a question about telling us your name. It's a question about you reflecting on your strengths and weaknesses, on what is within you, your inner self. No one knows you better than yourself. You see, sometimes we lie to ourselves, I am a good boy. When deep within your soul, you know you're a bad boy. Don't try to impress me. Don't try to impress your friend. Go back to your dormitory, sit down, reflect. I am not here to tell you what to do, who you are, right? I can't tell you who you are. So when you leave this place and go back to your dormitory, you now ask yourself, who am I? And in order to know who you are, I will just give you some of the points you have to take into consideration to tell yourself who you are and who you want to be. And the first one is whenever you want to talk about who you are, you should know your strengths. We call it unique selling proposition. What is unique about you? What makes you stand out among your friends? When 3, 4, 5 of you are working, what will make you special? Is it the uniform? You know yourself better, right? So ask yourself, what makes me special among 5 of my friends? What makes me different? That is the first point of reflection. Then what is your weakness, or what are your weaknesses? You need to know your weakness. As a human being, you can't tell me you are perfect. I am not perfect, am I? I am not perfect. I have my weaknesses. Everybody who truly knows themselves knows their weaknesses, isn't it? So you know your weaknesses, and it's not about knowing your weakness. It is about how to transform your weakness into a strength. You know you don't like learning, right? How do you now begin to learn? That is the question. It's not about your weakness, but how do you turn that weakness into your strength? So you take note of that. And also, the question which is more important is, are you proud of yourself? You see, you come to school and you run away, you pass through the bushes and go home. Are you proud of yourself? You are in class, your teacher will teach you, and you go back and don't learn. Are you proud of yourself? Remember what I said, it is not about me, it's not about your friend, it is about you. That is why we call it self-reflection. Know your strengths, know your weaknesses, know whether you are proud of yourself or not, know how to transform those weaknesses into what? Strength. And if you know that, then I'm just telling you, it will help you decide on what career path you will move on. Thank you very much.
What makes you happy? That anytime you are working, you are also happy. Something called work and happiness, you heard that before, right? So you are happy doing what you are doing, but at the end of the day, it will bring you a lot of wealth and a lot of resources that will make you happy. Thank you, Mr. Yusuf, for this revelation. Thank you so much once again. We now want to invite our lawyer, our female lawyer, who is very young and very beautiful. And I want you to welcome her with a loud clap as she comes to do self-leadership. The essence of
everything we are doing here is towards shaping our future. I want to hear everyone say, shaping our future. Shaping our future. I'm sure some of you may have an idea of what you want to become. A pilot, a lawyer, a doctor, whatever it is. But there are certain things that every day you do, or every day a decision you take, to which comes together to feed into that kind of future that you want. Before you got admission to come to the senior high school, you were in junior high school, am I right? Okay. Please tell me, which junior high school were you in? Your name first.
I'm enjoying advice from with my young.
Okay. Thank you. I want a gentleman. Okay. Please tell me, which junior high school were you in? And mention your name first.
My name is
Okay. So we're from different junior high schools, am I right? Okay. So before we came to Oda Senior High School, and we're in junior high school, there were certain things that we did. Okay, before then, let me ask, how many of you had already decided that you wanted to come to Oda Senior High School? Can I see by hands? And chose this place? Okay. Good. Why did you want to come to Oda Senior High School? Can you tell us? Your name first. Wow. Good. We'll make do with this one. Okay. So because you wanted to be in the best school in the Eastern region, and you wanted your parents to be proud of you, you chose this school. And I'm sure when you chose it, you realized that there's competition, because just as you've chosen it, we saw the number of hands of the people who had lifted their hands, who also wanted to be here. And you decided that you will study very hard to pass your exams, so that when the list comes out, your name will be at Oda Senior High School, isn't it? The same way, because we have an idea of the kind of future we want, to be a doctor, a lawyer, a nurse, a lecturer, a pilot, whatever it is. There are certain things that we have to do. You don't just sleep and you wake up and you become a lawyer. You don't just sleep and you wake up and you become a doctor, because the competition is tight. There were a lot of schools we had to select from. And there were certain things we took into consideration to choose Oda Senior High School. The same way, there are a lot of people who want to achieve that same goal or similar one as you want to be. You want to be a lawyer. There are thousands about students writing an entrance exams that maybe they will take just about 500 people. So you know that you need to study hard. You need to, find friends who share similar ideas as you to study with. You need to, sacrifice certain things. We had one of our facilitators saying that his father had to sacrifice. There are certain things that you have to sacrifice. Maybe your favorite kumkum bajia or telenovela, you have to stay away from it for some time. You have to, cut off some programs. I remember when I got admission to the law school, the first year, our first Christmas, our lecturer told us that if we want to pass and go to the second year, our friends can be enjoying going to the Christmas parties and everything, but it's not for us. That Christmas, we have to stay and study, so that after the 2 years, when we are having our call to the bar, and our same friends, when the results come out, the same people will be calling, hey, have you been called? Did you pass the bar exam? If you don't pass, they will laugh at you, and you'll be in the house crying, just like some of you, your mates didn't get schools, and then you've been gossiping about it small. Hey, and when we were studying, they were not studying, so they didn't get school, or their school is not as good as my school. The same way, all these aspirations you have, there are sacrifices that you need to make. Leadership is about inspiring people. I've sacrificed. Today I'm a lawyer and I'm inspiring you. You've inspired people within your communities who are looking up to you. Hey, I mean, you've seen Sister Lucy, now she's in Odan. I also want to go to Odan Senior High School. I found a number of children who were within my reading club, who all wanted to go to a particular school. And I was asking them why. Because one person in that community had gone to that senior high school. So they all wanted to go there. So if someone is inspiring you today, you also know that you also have to live to inspire others. Now, inspiring others is not, don't look too far. It's about certain decisions that you take that I earlier shared. Maybe helping a neighbor or engaging in a project in your community. Maybe gathering the children around during vacation to teach them reading or, something. Even building skills for yourself, leadership skills and qualities, like learning how to communicate with people, standing in front of a large group of people like this to talk is a skill. And you learn it by maybe speaking in class, speaking in church, leading your study group. I'm sure some of you have study groups to have discussions. Let's say you are preparing for exams and then you lead your group in studying maths, integrated science, social studies, and things like that. You build skills. And all these skills will empower you and prepare you towards that, aspiration or that goal or that career that you want to build. So don't take anything that you are taught for granted, whether in classroom, whether outside, whether, on the field, doing games. There are people who got scholarships to go to very good universities because of, the games or extracurricular activities like maybe tennis, soccer, basketball, volley, and all that. So don't take any opportunity for granted. Now, we also need to be mindful of accountability issues. We watch the TV and then we hear people say that, and the president decided that he promised to give us roads, and he didn't give us the roads, so we are not going to vote for them. You say you want to be a lawyer, and you've learned that you have to be accountable to yourself, or a doctor. What is it that you have put down that you want to do that you yourself you are not doing? Have you told yourself that from today, maybe I'm going to read one storybook a month or even a year? I'm going to look for a lawyer within my community and talk to the person. I'm going to do this. In fact, I'm going to use the data on my phone, the internet, to search about lawyers, what courses you have to do, what skills you need to have, and start working at it one day at a time. You need commitment, accountability to your finance. Touch wood, but maybe your guardian or your parents who has promised to take care of you may be no more. But as one of our leaders said, you don't give up. There are certain decisions that you can take that can help you. At a point, I paid my fees. It's not every time throughout that you get your parents paying. The money that may be after school or vacation, some of you, when you go on vacation, the money that probably you could have saved to buy a book, you go and braid your hair, and then, you go and do makeup, you go and buy weave on, 1,500 Ghana, you can save it. So you need financial accountability. During vacation, maybe you volunteer at a company or a library, or you even help your parents and they give you money. You have to budget and save. If you plan to buy ribbon during vacation, I'm sure when they give you pocket money, you'll be saving it. You will not buy anything. You make sure you are always as the first person at the dining hall so that you can save all that money in the vacation. When you go and buy that ribbon. The same way, all these aspirations that you have to plan financially for them. They are not cheap. If your parents did not plan, you will not be here. So all these things that you need, some may come freely through sponsorships, some may be partly and you top up, and then some you have to pay for it. So you need accountability to your finance, which includes budgeting and then saving. It doesn't have to be 1,000 cedis. You can even save 1 Ghana cedi and get your, your box, susu box. By the time you realize, when you pour it out, you may have like 1,000 cedis made up of 1 cedi coin. So don't despise it. Now, accountability to your studies. Accountability to your studies. You are in school, you have time for siesta, time for, prep and all these things. When your lecturer is not in, or your teacher is not in, you have free time, you just chat or play around. You want to get 5 A's, you want to go to University of Ghana. It's not now that you won't study and you say that your parents will go and do fee pay. You plan your time. You plan your time. If you want to be a lawyer, you need a lot of time to read. If you don't like reading, you may just admire it and in the end, you will not achieve it. Then you have accountability to your community. This includes anything you do. It includes even not putting rubbish on the floor. The fact that someone, Zoom line has been paid to sweep doesn't mean that you throw the rubbish anywhere or you urinate anywhere. So if you want to be a leader, you need to be accountable to your community. I will end it by saying that all the aspirations we have are valid. You can be anything that you want to be, but know that it comes at a price and you must be willing to pay. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Then put your hands together for her again. And then shall we all be on our feet? Come on, be on our feet. I see someone snoring out there. Someone is sleeping. Can you raise up your hands? Can you raise up your hands? Then we do something like this. Okay, let's do. Hold your waist. And do fruit salad. Come on, say it after me. Fruit salad. Fruit salad. Banana. Fruit salad. Fruit salad. Carrot. Apple. Banana. Fruit salad. I won't do the other one. Come on, put your hands together and take your seat. So you see, our lawyer spoke about access to all the resources. So we can come back and teach you. It's the same thing we want to live with you. If you are 18 years, you are 13 years, you are living up to 35 years. They are ready to put all those resources into you. It is not just about you, it's even to the teachers and to the workers. There are free resources that can build you and make you a better person. If your parents are not able to do this, or if they short the resources, somebody, American people, and their taxes is there to support you. And Madam even talk about accountability. You have to find accountability partners, friends who will support you, friends who will tell you that, hey, it is time to go and study, friends who will support you in terms of your learning, friends who will tell you that what you are doing, you are wasting your time, go back to your studies, or check your life. If you are living a life that is not worth it in school, a friend who can be accountable to you. First of all, your head teacher is your accountability partner, number one. Second, your teachers, your form masters, your dormitory masters. The next one is your friends. Somebody you can count on, who can now say, my dear, my sister, my brother, you are living a life that you have to change from. Then in 10 years' time, you see yourself and you say it is worth it. So YALI is here to support you in all these ventures, to leave you this property. If you give you money, you will spend it. If you give you t-shirts and books, you can finish them. But if you leave this legacy into you, something that will live with you forever and ever. I mean, you will live for it and you will live with it forever in your life. This is what the American people are saying, that we are paying money into your life. When we set up these clubs, anybody who joins, and if you are part of it, you'll be mentored in ethical leadership, a leader that has conscience, a leader that lives with conscience and leaves legacy for their children's children. Can you put your hands together for the American people? Yes. USA and all the agency are supporting us to give you this legacy. Thank you so much once again. And we're going to feedback. So you have some game going to play, right? So yes, there's something.
How it is even going to be like. For instance, the speech given by our honorable lawyer and all other speakers who came have really taken something good from all the speeches, and I hope that you have also done same. My prayer is that God will continue to bless them, continue to give them wisdom, so that they will in turn impart it upon all of you in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen.
I just want to thank our brothers and sisters who came from Accra because of our dear students to interact with them. I've learned that in life, for you to succeed, you have to kill yourself and deny yourself of a lot of luxuries and enjoyments. Even if you are born with a silver or golden spoon in your hands, there's the need for you to sacrifice. So my dear students, you see our visitors, they are all young, men and women. They were once like you, but today look at where they are. You all have goals that you set for yourself, but you need to work very hard to achieve all of them. And I pray that the good Lord will help you all to achieve your dreams in life. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Before I say what I have, you should have projected it for them too. Those at the back, I saw that they were not hearing what you said. So next time you project it for them too. Yes. Then you said you promise yourself to be a leader of yourself. That's what I picked. It's telling you, be a leader of yourself. Some of them, when they came around, I saw that they can, but they don't have that determination, confident to talk. So they are telling you, promise yourself to be a leader of yourself. Thank you.
She said we were very happy that among all the schools in the Eastern region, we decided to choose Oda Senior High School. This is a humble beginning, and we know the tie that you have established with us is not going to be a 9-day wonder. This is the beginning of a new thing.
The community service and entrepreneurship club in the school. And this club is going to be a continuous club. We're going to sustain it into the future. And the focus will be on 20 students for now. But as time goes on, we will extend the numbers. So if you are not selected for the club today, don't despair. There are other opportunities that you will also be able to have. On that note, I would like to mention that our patron is going to be Madam Opokwa Victoria.
Oh, clap, clap, clap.
She will be assisted by Madam Oyi Anand. Madam Oyi Anand. And Mr. Bernard Ando.
Oh, put your hands together for them.
From YALI, we would have our lawyer, Esquire, Madam Anna, as the coordinator. So to the school, please. These are our leaders for the YALI Legacy Club in Oda Senior High School.
This is awesome. Can we put it together for
And to
them?
the students.
So you can take a look at your students.
To the students, this we have a full curriculum for you. It's going to be interesting, interactive, as well as we're going to learn a lot. And we are going to have projects, real-time projects. We'll have community projects. We're going to have cleanups and others. And as well as we may invite some of you to the embassy when there are activities, or our office at GIMPA when there are activities or session as well. And possibly, we may also try, because we are also part of MasterCard Foundation, and as it's mentioned that we don't have Comfort here, we'll try communicating with them, and let's see how Comfort can also be in under senior high school. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you, Mr. President. So we are sowing a seed today, and I'm going to make sure we water it. We are not joking with our words. Very soon, when we come with MasterCard, I mean, Comfort is in the regions. So I don't know which region they are in this, which school they are in this region, but they choose some schools in each of the regions. So when they come, we only need coordinators. Once the girls come, we appoint people that they should sponsor, and they give them full scholarship to study. And YALI will be here to support you all throughout.
I would like to thank YALI alumni of Ghana Association. I would like to thank YALI Alumni Association of Ghana for their presence in Oda Senior High School. Thank you for choosing this school as the first school to organize your program. We are really grateful. We've learned a lot from this program. We've learned how to be good leaders. We've learned how to practice good leadership skills. We are really grateful. Thank you so much. And we hope your next program, you would organize it in our school again. Thank you.
We are really senior due to our transition. So tomorrow they are vacating and maybe you'll be going to Kasua. Now on this note, we'll invite Reverend Latte to give us the music.
I am alive. I promise not to waste my parents' money. Neither would I waste the breath of my teachers. My parents want to see me succeed. And my country needs my services. Therefore, I pledge myself to study hard, to become a useful member in the society. So help me God. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, and put your hands together for the crowd.
Okay, so good evening, good afternoon. I'm the acting protocol girls prefect for that senior high school. And then today we're having a program with the YALI Alumni Association of Ghana. And then it was very interesting, very interesting. We learned a lot of things. We were taught how to become good leaders in our society. We were taught a lot of things. And then the most important part of today was when a teacher mentioned that we should always practice, because practice makes man perfect. And then I'm so excited for this opportunity to be here with YALI Alumni Association of Ghana. And then I hope next time they'll come to our school to come and give us more teachings and instructions. Thank you.